Charles.
Events have conspired against him. A few years ago, before the consequences of Obama's retreat around the world had become obvious in Yemen, obvious in Iraq, obvious with ISIS, obvious in Ukraine, obvious everywhere. It takes time. Obama started his retreat early, but it doesn't happen. The consequences aren't there overnight. So at the beginning, it looked okay. You know, who wants to spend blood and treasure abroad? It makes sense. Who wants to give foreign aid, which were the Rand positions? They were not a liability. It was sort of a fresh approach among Republicans. But now it is, because the Obama foreign policy has collapsed. And whatever name you want to put on Paul's position, isolationist or non-interventionist, he is without a doubt the one Republican who will be running who is the closest to Obama in his view of foreign policy. Arguably, he's to the left of Obama on NSA, on surveillance, on the use of drones, essentially on the war on terror. And when, in the bite you showed, it's just as one example, he says our goal is always peace, not war. Well, that's the dichotomy Obama is always presenting, either peace or war, as if that is the choice. That is not right. Our objective is always national security. And sometimes you can get it on the cheap, and sometimes you can't. So I think essentially he has a hill that he cannot climb. The more he tacks to the right and shows that he's tough on foreign policy, or takes a position which is a tough, I think it puts in question his authenticity, which is one of his strengths.